All right, so welcome. We're going to take a look at our portfolio. Same thing that we were doing this last week. I already took care of some of the personal portfolio things on the live account. I just want to go ahead and show you a couple of quick things here, what I would do as the market continues to grind here. We got a little bit of a half day for the kids, half day for you guys. So they're kind of done halfway with school and halfway with the market, right? So I think we're done early today, 1 or 2 o'clock Eastern, and then tomorrow it's an off day. So I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I wish you a great New Year ahead for the next year here coming up as we get into the new year. So we're going to take a look at a couple of quick things here. And I'm just going to go into our portfolio account. Here, some of the things that I was doing, like, I put on some Disney trades, I think, the other day. So I started getting into a few of those. I'm not putting on any SPY trades today. So let's put on some comments if anybody comments on things. So I didn't put on any SPY trades today because market is a little bit toppy already. And because it's a little bit toppy, that does have me somewhat concerned. So I'll just wait maybe a couple days for that before I continue to keep piling more things in it. So we'll wait on that. As we look into this Peloton position, this one is really toast for me. I think I got to take a cut on it. Let me load up my software on this computer right now. And that way we can kind of see. So let's pull it up. Because normally I load it on the other trading computer. This is kind of my recording computer. All right, so if we look at Peloton and I go to the current progress, just overall where this chart is, right here is my stop. Like if it breaks below this, I got to get out. So I think I'm close to pulling that trigger. It's just a question of can it bounce right here. So that's kind of where I'm at with that one. So I'm just kind of waiting on that. So we're going to see how that plays out. USO is doing fine, Visa. So let's just run through some of the positions real quick. I'm going to, again, the spec trade we took off the other week. So we're going to go in and just look at MCD. Remember, trading is going to be very light this week, just with the holidays. So MCD, you can see it just looks really funny, and you'll get this on the, near the end of expiration. So it looks like you made a bunch of money, but you really didn't. It's just coming into expiration. So one of the spreads is acting or behaving weird, like, like this one versus this one, like they're just acting funny. So just understand that you're not going to get filled on that on the live account. Hello, Sasha. Hey, Napoleon. How you doing? Hey, Amy. And can we sell some ratio spreads on Crocs? Yeah, we'll take a look at Crocs. I'll see if it makes sense too. Sometimes I'll do it for you guys just so you can see it, but also I need to do it based on if the people I work with on the coaching sessions and stuff, if it makes sense to have those trades in there, because as I work with people, I need to be able to show some trades and if it makes sense for that. Sometimes I also like to put on a few possible non-winning positions because you'll learn a few of those on the paper account. Okay, Bank of America is doing well. We added a few there before. I think I would add to it because it's just such a small position. So we've got a few put verticals here. If you take a look, it's coming in and doing well today. So here it is. It's kind of trying to grind up, but it's not fully broken here. So because it didn't fully break, I might not add much yet. It's kind of tempting, but it's not there, and it's lighter liquidity today. So you have to be mindful of doing it. So this vertical also doing okay. And the positive 2 on the singles there are doing okay. So I might have added that one off screen because sometimes if I see something and I'm doing a coaching session, I'll put some of this stuff on. Let's see what else we've got. Disney, I might have added with you guys on that live stream. So here it is. It's pulling there and it's still grinding up. We sold some puts on it, and there it is. So I'm going to actually probably do a little bit more on Disney today because it's a light position. It's going and doing well. I like the price action. I think it's doing a good turn. Again, stock wise, company wise, I don't care. I don't care about the news. I don't care about that. I care about the perception of it. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So, and I'm looking at my sizing, like, right, if my position size is light, then I want to keep adding to it. So I could do 22 days, 29 days, 36 days. I could even do a little bit longer term. I have to check earnings. Earnings on Disney are in 210. I always want to verify that. If I get the 18th I'll have to run it probably then through earnings, and I could do that if it's a longer term position. For now, I'll probably just sell some more puts, just do another 1 or 2 contracts. Why don't I do that? See, I have got some calls over here. This is my call vertical, but I got empty spots over here, and I don't like to clutter things up, so I want to go ahead, and it may seem like it's messy, but it's more diversified. You can see a lot of people are trading in the 145s, so that's about 30,000 contracts, and also the 140s. So what they're probably doing is a lot of verticals on that, or even buying some put protection around there. So I might go like a little under that. Let's do 144. Even though the liquidity is nice, right? I'm not adding a large size or anything like that. I want to just compress it, just do a light add-on. Let's go to 140. Again, I don't want to trade with everybody else. I'm trying to trade a little different. 46, 354. And the problem with this one is I got a lot of risk to reward is tiny, so I will need to bring it in closer. So I might need to go to that 145, because again, that price will dictate it. Let's go to like 141. So I'm trying to make 53 on about 96. I might have to go one more. I'm just kind of comparing like, hey, where's the break even area? What am I going to risk? I'm trying to get about a 60 here, and this is about 80. It's kind of close. It's close enough for me. About 8 shares is what we're adding, so about 8 delta really. If you're thinking of shares, it's about 8, but it's really 8 delta. I'll go ahead and pop that trade in. Let's see, can we get maybe 63 cents? We'll try and put that trade in right there and let that kind of work. Again, I don't need to rush it. PepsiCo, let's just take a look at what we've got on PepsiCo. Still a vertical, still grinding. I think it's fine. There's nothing to really add to it. Let's just let it do its trade, let it do its work. P-ton, we talked about. USO. Let's see what we've got. We've got 1 contract. There's not much going on. Let's see here. USO. We've got here. There, I'll throw some pop-ups for you guys as well. We've got Discord server. This USO has me a little concerned. Okay, so we're kind of getting into the gap. We could break out higher, but we did come off the lows. So because we came off the lows here, I am actually going to do something a little different. Normally I'd be, it's strong, but here's where I'm at. I got 15 days to go. I want to protect the position, but I also want to milk the position. So how do we play that? January 7th, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in, and I've got this position here. I'm going to go in and do about a 20 delta, about a 55. Okay, and I don't remember what I have on the spread. I have, 5-point spread? So let's try a 5-point spread here. I could neutralize it almost about the same. Let's just go like that. 55 to 58, so slightly bullish, not anything bullish, but really converting it to a non-directional trade to kind of hedge it off. That's what I'm doing right there. I could do 55 and 60, but I don't want to do that. The market, and this one's been doing well, and if it does snap into the gap, it could snap quickly. So let's just kind of leave it there, try and collect another 45 cents of premium, but it'll cut my delta. I mean, minor position, right? I'm at a 20 delta, and I'm really just trimming it. Boom. But my theta increases to 3.8. Not a big, relative numbers sake, not a big deal, but I'm really just trying to manage the positions. Doesn't matter what size it is. Okay, and that'll go into my swing, I believe, which will now actually convert into more of a theta trade. All right, let's take a look. Amy, thought on just selling 5 delta naked puts on RUT. Yeah, I wouldn't do naked. Seems like an easy money strategy. What am I missing? You're missing the fact that why would you sell things naked? Like, look, if I sell a RUT and you just do naked puts on January 21. So January 21 is over here. You sell 5 naked puts. Depends on what strike price. What strike price are you talking about? Well, let's say you're looking at RUT and you're doing the 2,000. Nice round number. You're selling the naked puts. Okay, what you're probably missing here is that you're putting up a lot of risk to make a little reward. Even if you're doing 5, okay, 5,000, okay, you're looking to make about 5,000, 5 delta. Okay, so you're going way out. So you got even Okay, you're going up to maybe 1900 over here. So you got to put up a lot of margin to be able to make this happen. So you're trying to make like 2700. Why don't you, not like, obviously I can't recommend stuff, but you could always buy something over here, further out, way further out, and that'll turn it into a vertical, and that'll cut your margin quite a lot. So anyway, that would be the approach I would take, because again, you have to look at capital at risk, but you'd make a lot less. Again, could you sell naked? Sure, but it's higher risk. So just be mindful that the more, if you're going naked, you're going higher risk, right? Which is, that's a personal choice you got to make. I wouldn't do it. Most beginners try to do it, but I wouldn't do it till you know what you're doing, selling naked. All right, Visa. Okay, let's look at our Visa position. Visa looks fine and healthy. It's grinding up. I don't know if I want to really add to it yet. I'd probably add on a pullback, but not right now. Then we've got these long positions. Apple, QQQ, and SPY all doing fine. SPY, let's just do one SPY a day. We'll keep the doctor away. That's kind of my thing for now. Let's keep adding to it. It seems to be doing fine over years. So here's SPY. We've got a ton of contracts all over the place. You might say, well, what the hell is he doing? You should see my real account. This is nothing. So we'll just add another one. Let's say 148. Okay, and we're going to sell some puts. Because again, I'm looking like, where am I busy? Where am I not? I'm just sprinkling cash all over. That way, that market can't take me out at any given point. It cannot take me out. So I'm sprinkling here, 112. I think I'm going to sell a couple more puts because I'm, oh, there's Disney, got filled. See, patience pays. Okay, 85 days. What do I got? And where's my theta at? See, I'm a negative theta here. I don't need it to be 0, but I know I'm starting to get into negative territory. So let's go to about maybe 57. Okay, so let's go somewhere around the 20 to 30 delta. We'll go about 450. Let's go to 446. That sounds about good. You know, it could do 5 point, you could do 4 point. If you're cautious, you do 2-3 points. If you're more aggressive, you could do 5 points or so. I wouldn't do more than 5, then just multiply the contracts. Okay, so let's see what this is going to give me. About $65 on 71 and 335 of risk. So pop that trade in. That'll go into the long portfolio. Let that work, do its thing. QQQ, there's not much to do. I think I just have long shares here. Okay, that one got filled pretty quick. All right, perfect. All right, Amian, why don't you wait for IV to expand and SPY again before starting a new position? Because if I wait for IV, you could wait forever, right? It's like waiting for bad news, waiting for good news. You could always wait for something, but the strategy is consistency, right? If I wait for a specific trigger point on a long investment, I might wait a week, I might wait a month, I might wait 3 days. If I'm trying to get to 150 contracts or 350 contracts, one contract today is not going to matter to me. So yeah, you could try and time it perfectly, but I mean, come on, like you're never going to time the bottom or top. And this IV thing, I think it's just like a thing people get sucked in. I'm looking at the overall total IV. So if I look at the VIX, and I look at the volatility index in general, we are at the lower end. So if I look at just the moving averages, the trend, we are at the, right here, we're kind of at the lower end. Oh, something else got filled. We are at the lower end versus the higher end, right? So we're coming into the lower end. So I do have to be mindful. And yeah, I could get it over here. So if we're at the lower end, I need to start doing some more shorter duration, so that way volatility is less of a problem. Because if I go shorter duration, it's not an issue. When it gets up here, I'll probably make sure I do more 120 days, more 120 days or so. And that is simply because, with longer duration, you're going to have more volatility problem. Right now, I'm still just building out some of the positions. It's not a big deal. It's not going to matter. So here's QQQ. And then we've got another one here. That one's done, and that one is going to expire, so I could actually just close that out. It's basically dead. Why leave capital? Because the reason I would close this is I'm risking 800 $900. And I say 900 because it's the 102 that it's made here plus the 798. So that makes about, well, there's your 102. Carry the 1. So what am I, $900 that you're risking for just sitting in the trade to make what? To make another 94 versus 102, to make another like $5 to $7. It's not worth it, so you kind of close it out. So you could put that trade money into other spots. So I will pop that trade in there. I don't know why I missed it the other day. So we'll close that out. Okay, and then Disney here, what do we got? There it is, it's moved to group. It is under swing. Okay, do I need to add QQQ? Probably not right now. Okay, QQQ still grinding up. I would rather wait for a down day to add to it. Jesus. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. Apple. Let's check out Apple. Still grinding up. I don't mind adding to Apple right now. That's fine. I don't have a ton of positions on it. It's got okay, so similar. I've got a bunch of contracts here, so I've got some here. I could take off a few, but it's kind of light. Here's a little bit of another vertical. And then we've got a back ratio on it, which helps protect some of the other stuff. So this one's not bad. And then there's another vertical, and there's another vertical. Okay, so this one I'm going to take off probably. The reason I'm going to take this one off is, again, the risk to reward is becoming very minor here. And then I've got a lot of risks at hand right there versus a very tiny remaining amount. So I'll collect that profit. It's only $48. That's fine. And then when you look at the duration, it's January 14, right? So January 14, I've got 22 days. So I'm actually going to take it and probably put it around somewhere 57, 80, 85. So we'll go that route. So I'll take this off, analyze closing. We'll try and buy it back a little cheaper, 27 cents, work that trade. And then we'll go in and also do maybe around, let's go 57. Market's a little finicky. I'm gonna have to either go here 155s. I tried to, if I do 160, 155, I'm gonna negate this one. That's gonna be a problem because I have overlapping trades, because I'd like to do about a 160 because I'll need to bring it up since that stock's been going there, but I can't. Let's check the 85 days. I got nothing over here. So let's put something over here. Let's see if we can go about 160, 155, sell a, where am I? Vertical. So we'll sell that vertical. And then let's check out what we got individually on this one. Okay, 102, 113, 400. Let's try and sell it for like 2 pennies more. Make sure they don't take advantage of me. Hey, how you doing, Shubham? Shubham Sharma, welcome. Thanks for joining me. All right, so we'll let that go and cook. All right, so I got those things working. All right, so for today, this portfolio is kind of working. You could check it the other day, how that portfolio is behaving and how I'm managing it. What I will do as well is I got into this on my live account, actually. Actually, I need to add more in my live account. So I'll probably wrap this up pretty quick because I got a heavy stake in this one. So I went ahead. I'm just going to start adding a few here. We're going to go in on AMD, and I'm going to start building this out a little bit. We're going to go to 85 days. I will test out, this is how I do this. That's how I get a bunch of orders filled. Okay, so we're going to go and see what they're trading at. Okay, so I need a bunch of contracts here because I need to start building out a position, and I need to probably do a few. Normally I wouldn't do this all right at once, but like, if I need a larger stake, this is how I'm doing it. Okay, 225. Let's make sure we get filled. Let's just see if this one goes. Actually, let's just do it regular. Boom, 225. Let's see if it gets filled. Then let's see if we can get filled at 222. Let's see if we can get filled at 217. Let's see if we can get filled at 214. We'll let that sit throughout the rest of the day. Let's go up to 230 and see, because they didn't fill me yet. Let's see where we're at. There it is. 230's filled, so I know 230. They're trading around 230. We'll let those keep working. You might see like things go boom, 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 boom. Like sometimes that's what happens. So let's analyze another trade, because I got to get a handful of these. Let's try 228. Let's see if they're trading around there. 228. Let's see if that'll fill. And then let's say 229, because I didn't get filled at 229, but I got filled at 230. So let's try 227 here. We'll let those kind of sit. That 230 was filled, but the 229s are not they're not there. I'm hoping I get filled on that. Okay, so let's try again 230. Let's see if 230 is still good. Yeah, it's still doing at 230. Okay, so let's go again. 229, it's in there, right? 229, yep, we still got 229. See, it says it's 228, but it's not filling. 225. Let's see where the price is. Yeah, it's popping well. Okay, I need to add more in the other account here soon. So, okay, we'll let that sit for a few minutes. But what I'm going to do is start spreading the risk. I got some 85 days. I'm going to go into some 22 days. See if they're trading around that area a little bit more. Let's go around here, because if I don't get filled on that end for a decent price, I can try it on this area. This is kind of a better attempt, rather than pushing price in other spots where you're not getting filled. I can attempt to get filled on the put verticals here, which I knew I wanted to sell some. I just didn't realize price was going that quick. 57, let's go to the 40. Let's see if we do five wide. 135, 85, 364, 365. Okay, I'm gonna move this 2 points. Okay, so that's 114. Okay, so I'll do this one. I'll do 2 contracts. This is a cheaper stock, so I'll start putting in a little bit more here. I'm being a little more aggressive than I would the other day. All right, and then we got that filled, and building out the position, and maybe oh, boom, 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 there they go, 220. Sometimes it's the paper platform as well, and I still got AMD at 214, 217 working. Sometimes it's the paper platform, sometimes the price just drops a bit, and that can happen as well. So you got to make sure you spread them out. Okay, they just took it. The price didn't really drop. Maybe a little bit, and it got me filled, and now it's still going. That's what we wanted to see. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Which platform is this? Is Thinkorswim by TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab. Tastyworks is also another good one you could check out. So there we go. We got filled on AMD. I am going to put that into the long portfolio. That is some verticals. Bank of America. I said no, we're not adding to it. So there we go. I don't think I had anything else interesting today. Coin has sent me an alert. Home Depot, nothing. ATVI starting to grind, but nothing crazy. So that's it. That's all I got today, because there's no reason to push a trade. These are the positions I was looking to add to. Oh, NVIDIA, actually. Starting to, this one was grinding in my live account as well. So I have to put this one and press it a little more as well. So let's do a couple on here. We'll throw one contract. Nothing too much. Actually, we already have something on NVIDIA. Here it is. Here's the Iron Condor we put on the other day. So we already have it. And this is the thing I thought it'd be bullish. You could review that video if you want. So I'm going to keep adding to it. I'm going to leave that one there, but I'm going to be a little more aggressive now on some of these trades here. So I've got, let's see, NVIDIA. I have the 29. Okay, where's my strikes? Okay, so I've got some puts there. Those will probably expire. Let's sell some more puts closer in. And we'll do put verticals because it doesn't make sense to do anything naked right now. So we could start scaling a little bit. I got 5 wides there, 2 wide there. This will be good. 3 delta, just slight baby position here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we will do another maybe at a 43 day, just one right at the money. Throw one in there like that. And then we will go in. Spread looks bad. And the reason it looks bad is the risk to reward, just something looks weird about it. The pricing looks a little weird to me. Normally, let's try the 305. Let's try 2.5. Nope, not traded. 305 and 300. Let's see, 240. Yeah, that looks more normal. Let's try 240. See if we get filled. And the other one didn't get filled yet. So I'll try to push that order because we have a current position on it already. So, and I don't mind getting one extra one as well on it. Like maybe even on the 36 days, doing another put. Although this one doesn't have a lot of strikes. I wonder why that is. 43 day. Yeah, there's NVIDIA, got filled on that. And then about the 22 days. Some looks weird. Let's go to 29. It's a lot more strikes here. Okay, I see, because they got the halves and the singles, and that's why the other ones look a lot weirder. They're more cleaned up from the stock splits and stuff. Okay, okay, let's see, what do we get filled on? Still waiting on the February's. That one's filled, so that's okay. It's not gonna burn me now on the upside. So that should be fine. And if we go up, it'll be okay. So I'm okay with that. So we'll just go back to today. All right, so yeah, so I think that's kind of it. I'm just gonna wait for that one to fill. We'll see if the market will fill that in. And I could push that order a little bit. We're at 250 now. Ooh, well, let's push it a little bit. Normally I wouldn't overpay. You see how I work the other ones. That's how I would do it, but anyway, there we go. That's kind of the main thing. I'm not gonna over tweak these here because the liquidity, there it is. Liquidity is weak today, and holidays, it's always weak. That's usually why the markets grind up during holidays, because it sucks it in and pushes it higher because of the lighter liquidity. It's not, there goes Apple, because of the trading is lighter. But in general, you want to be a little cautious too, because that also means it can drop very quickly with lighter liquidity, because there's not enough people supporting the stock. So AMD, I'm still working AMD. What do I have? Got 2 contracts here, 7 here. So we'll let that work. We'll let that do its thing. Got about 54 deltas, so 54 shares. Maybe it'll get up to about 60 or 70 after if I get some of these. Let's see the price action. Is it still going? Still going. Wow, what a little pullback. This will be a good time. Yeah, so now I'm just waiting for this to pull back. If it pulls back and I get filled on the other ones, that's kind of what I'm looking for. All right, any final questions before I sign out? I am just, that's it. I'm wrapping things up, and kind of that's all I want to do is share with you some position management, some quickies here of how I look at things. Let's move this one over to this one. What did we do? We did a theta trade there. So we'll kind of move that to the theta trade for now. And now we've got there NVIDIA just kind of doing its thing. It's okay. No problem. All right. If you don't have any questions, enjoy your Christmas. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys soon. I have some videos scheduled out. Usually I pre-schedule a lot of stuff ahead of time and pre-film a lot of things. So you'll see some of those coming up if you want to keep training, educating yourself. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, and concerns and things that we can do to evolve. And I'll have some other great material and some more live things coming up for you guys after the new year.